something different. I guess you can use it with kind of more traditional modules and play it in that space too. So I might try that as well.
I've been finding the old Dungeons and Dragons modules have been a great, what I would say, mine to dig into when you run the games and look for things. Not always, but I really get excited when I find an old AD&D module that will fit with the current situation or whatever, and go, oh, I know where I can use this.
Right. Yeah, there are a few that were published in like some of the early Dragon magazines or early White Dwarfs that are really tight, like super succinct and very, very well written, rather than these kind of monstrosities. Hey, Gabriel.
Hello, guys.
Hey, bud.
All right, we got Zola and Rourke and Bardell. You guys we left it with On the Street. I apologize for kind of rushing the end of last session. I hope you didn't feel like you got cheated out of some role-playing opportunities.
So long ago, I've forgotten.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Even on I rewatched it just to refresh myself. I thought it was a good session. I have no complaints.
Okay, so we ended with the Darrow known as Gennard crashing into the Church of Laylock and expiring. And of course, that's prompting City Guard, a veiled cards present to materialize. They've basically been chasing after the Darrow and the group of peasants. Now that they've stopped, a pitched battle around the wrecked Church of Laylock has begun, as the corpse of the Darrow is kind of now a rallying point for the rebellion. And you guys are pretty much off the street, just off the square, right where Zola got grabbed. You're just south of that alley where you did all your action for the heist.
Mm-hmm.
So what do? You've got Zola in your arms. He's really hurt. So give yourself 1 hit point, and you need rest or medical attention before you can really do things. So he's hurt.
Yeah.
Can I cast Cure Light Wounds?
Yes.
Let's see.
Magical healing will refresh tired limbs.
It's a D6 plus 1. 4 points.
Okay. So Zola, you're at 5. I'm going to call it 5.
Got it.
And you're feeling a lot better, even though you've got some strips off your flesh off your legs and back. They were interrogating you.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. He was carried unconscious inside, and he been thrown into a cell, and
you were brought into the silk room or the storage room where the silk was caught, and you were strung up. And Gar Hassan and Derek and Eric and some of the guards came, the guards that brought you, and they were starting to go to work on you. Like Gar Hassan knows who you are, recognizes you, and I knew it. All this trouble is you thieving bastards. Now the skiff reader will finally see that you guys are behind all this mischief. You will be forgotten shortly, and then kaboom!
All right.
And it's late evening. It's not night, but it's late evening. The bloated red sun is setting over towards the western interior sea. It's blocked by the smoke that is rising. It's obscured by the smoke that's rising from the burning racetrack outside of the city.
Do you guys want to try to just bunker down our rooms to the Last Virgin? Because so the major outstanding things I think are meeting back up with Mike at the Cozy Puddle in the morning for either the silk itself or a receipt for the silk.
Yeah, no, he took the silk and said come back tomorrow.
Okay.
To get paid.
Also, maybe Duchess would have found Cassandra by then if we intend to meet back up with them.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a good plan. Probably not a good idea to be on the streets in the middle of a riot.
Okay, we're gonna try to like navigate the alleys and away from the main streets to avoid the rushing.
You're gonna navigate the side streets, crooked streets, narrow back alleys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's actionable, but that ulm with the like pipe loot or whatever made an appearance as well.
Okay.
Just remember when it was raining and those strange kind of shadowy creatures were pushing into us.
It wasn't shadowy. It looked like it was like made out of rain.
Okay.
The rain has stopped.
All right.
There was a big deluge. It was raining pretty hard during the race, and it's tapered off as evening has arrived. So the Last Virgin is where you're heading?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So I think I don't have any of my.
You have nothing.
Okay.
Yep, you were bound. I'll give you. You can.
They strip off my cloak.
Sorry, Gabriel. What?
They strip off my cloak too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got breeches.
Nothing else.
They stripped you down to your leather shorts. But you are able to grab a dagger off the ground.
Yeah.
That must have been discarded by some rioting peasant. So headed back to the Last Virgin. Your way is blocked that you're going now. You come out from one of the crooked alleys to a small square in some neighborhood you're not quite sure the name of because they all got names. And it looks, you can see the red robes of clergy members of the Church of Toil and an angry crowd of peasants is around them. There's 3 of them and they beat them up really rough and they string one up by a rope around his neck and light him on fire.
Jeez. The Church of Toil, you said?
Yeah, members. Some clergy members of the Church of Toil. They are kind of the administrators that oversee slavery in the city of Valla'Tair. And if you have debts you need to work off of, you can go to the Church of Toil to work them off. Work will cleanse the soul.
Well, it's not like this isn't what we encouraged. How big is the crowd of
There's nothing
peasants?
we can do.
Yeah.
How
There's 12 peasants.
Ooh,
keep on going.
Nothing you want to get involved in. Let's see if I'll roll a random reaction roll, see if they're interested in you guys at all. Nope, indifferent. You're getting close to the church. I mean, the Church of the Last Virgin.
That's our church. I mean,
Yeah. You're getting close to the Last Virgin, and one of the sometime servants in Mandola stops you guys about a block away from the Last Virgin. He's like, he says, dudes, you can't stay there. Laylock's guards were through here looking for you guys. And Zola, yeah. It's kind of like with the guards there, it's like a big hassle. And you know how like we don't like being hassled and stuff. So they kicked you out. You're no longer sometimes serve at Mandola. So you Last Virgin's off limits. You know, hassles, you know, we're slackers. We don't want, you know, that kind of heat.
Yeah, probably do the same. Okay.
It would be a shame if someone suggested you were also involved.
Hey, man, I'm doing you a solid. I'm sure the place is still watched.
All right, fair enough.
Hey, can you confirm that for us? I still have stuff in there.
Oh yeah, your stuff. Since you're not a member of the club anymore, I think it's like all gone.
Is there anyone else around, or is it just him?
There's some people around, but you guys, you know, he stopped you on. You're on a lesser street, and he came, and you were going to duck down this alley, which you know gets you to Tepperdoe Lane, whatever the street is. And he stopped you before you get on that street. You went down that alley. You would take a left up Tepperdoe Road, Tepperdoe Row, and you would just be south of the Last Virgin when you come out of it. And just a block north of you, not far. Well, no, it is a little bit far. You're there's some commercial buildings in the next block up. There's Zhao's Silk House, and then across the street is the area where the Last Virgin is.
Yeah. Okay. Looking at the map.
So you've been shut out of the Last Virgin.
Yeah, it feels like we're being hunted, right? We're, you know.
Yeah. Then we just.
I don't know why. You just only came into town and entered a Darrow that just upsetted years of tradition of the higher ups winning and peasants never.
Right.
And we won the race and make everyone rich.
So,
and they are not paying us.
You guys want to bunker down in that theater that we unlocked? Remember what? So we were.
Yeah, it's probably as safe a spot as anything. We know it. It's unlocked, or we know the way into it anyway.
Yeah.
So you head to the theater?
Yeah, the building we ducked in that time.
I think Gabriel had something too.
Okay, you were able to dodge and stay out of any trouble. Lot of shuttered doors and windows at this point. A lot of it's nighttime anyways, but a lot of the citizens of Valla'Tair have barricaded themselves in their house to let the Vale's hard presence clean the streets.
Is the riot still going on? I mean, is the city still full of noise and
yes,
coffee?
Yep. Particularly near the Ash Gate and the Church of Laylock. The rest of the city, as far as you can tell, in this area where you're in right now, it just seems like closed up homes and shops.
All right.
So you're at the front of the theater. I guess the door is still unlocked. Whatever you jimmied. Did you pick it? Well, you did a successful pick.
I did, yeah.
Was that the first time you ever picked a lock?
I think so. Yeah.
Bonus 15%.
Oh,
your pick lock ability. Zola, if you successfully picked a lock the first time you did it, you get a plus 15. I don't know if you ever have though.
I don't recall.
Okay, keep that in mind. If you pick locks, The first time you figure it out, you get a plus 15 to your skill permanently
Nice.
added.
Awesome.
Go ahead, Stu.
I was gonna say, yeah, then maybe just I'll kind of push the door open just to see if it's still kind of dark in there as it was before.
Mm-hmm. A guy in a cloak steps up onto the walkway and is approaching you. And he pulls down his hood and he goes, "Gentlemen, it's not good for you to be on the streets. Many folks know about you, know your name. The word is out
God.
for you."
And who might you be? And what business is it of yours?
My name is North Street, and I am let's say a friend of Gruntruck, and he's still in the city, but he's gravely wounded, and I'm trying to convince him to leave the city, but he won't listen to me. Maybe he'll listen to you guys.
Wait, the Darrow?
Gruntruck, the jockey.
Oh, the jockey, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
He's become the leader of the rebellion here. And he wants to stay and fight, but he's sure the fight is lost, and he wants to get Gruntruck out of the city. Maybe he'll listen to you guys.
We probably need to be out of the city since everyone's searching for us.
Yeah, but I mean, clearly there's going to be some attention around wherever he's at. I'm kind of the opinion that he's the one that kind of went overboard at this point. I don't know if laying low is the safer play. So what I was thinking was if we can get back into the theater and it's still abandoned, then maybe we could find assuming it's the kind of theater I'm thinking of, maybe like players' clothes or like costumes almost, in an attempt to disguise ourselves and be able to get out. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you have any interest in getting involved with?
well, does this fellow have any resources to get Gruntruck out of the city? Maybe we can.
No, he's relying on your guys' capable hands.
I see.
You have an excellent reputation.
All right.
Outward adventurers able to overcome massive odds and adversary.
Mm-hmm.
Or we do both. We see if we can get in the theater real quick, find some disguises, and then maybe it'd be more feasible to walk on the streets if we want to get involved in this.
I like the idea of disguise ourselves.
Collinston says a curfew is in effect. Anyone caught on the streets can be arrested.
Yeah, I don't know how we can help here then.
Maybe we can disguise as church guards from the Church of Tlaloc.
Go in the morning with our disguises to the jockey and try to get him out, or go in the morning with our disguises and get out of the city.
Yeah. With the kind of day we've had, I don't know that I see us really getting involved in this evening.
Yeah, I'm way too hurt to.
Yeah, I'm kind of beat up
anything
too
right now. Yeah,
I'm hearing a lot of "not my problem" to Carlson.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's discouraged. He goes, I thought you were the spark of the rebellion that put the spark in Gruntruck's eyes, but I see you're nothing but common mercenaries. Good luck. And he walks down the street. He disappears down an alley.
So maybe we should make our time here in the theater quick since he knows where we're at.
Yep.
Did he see us go into the theater?
You were at the front door, about to go in. Or you had it already open. You were going into the lobby, so he kind of followed you into the lobby. Let's put it that way. He wanted to talk to you off the street.
Yeah, good points too. Let's make our
Make
time
it quick.
here. Mhm.
And yeah, look for some other place to lay low.
Mm-hmm. So there are props and acting clothes for a performance of Macbeth, and the theater is still, and it's also half under construction, like repairs. The roof beams seem suspect. They got scaffolding up.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we'll just grab some generic players' clothes. Something that.
Macbeth, we can pose as.
Mm-hmm. I wish I had a
So-
chart for that. Random theater clothes. That would be awesome. But I don't. All right, how long are you gonna stay there, and when are you gonna leave?
I forget the layout of this place. Is it just kind of the open theater area? Is there like a back office or anything? Do we want to
There's
loot
a
this place while
lobby.
we're here?
There's a lobby, then there's the theater stage, and just behind the curtains is the prop room and the dressing room.
All right.
And there's just a door that goes out back. There's some windows up high to let in light, but there's not much light now that the sun is down and the streets are darkened.
Yeah, we
Every
go
once in a
through-
while, you smell burnt wood drifting in the air.
Okay. Were we under the impression that we're already past the curfew? Like curfew is now enacted?
Yeah. Curfew
Okay.
is. So if you were on the streets and ran across any type of authority, you were guaranteed to be stopped and questioned or arrested or outright killed.
Alternatives maybe to like bar the door or something here and try to, I don't know, hide under the stage for the night. I don't know. But I guess that doesn't sound promising if they round up a bunch of guards.
Are there neighboring buildings?
Yeah.
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 We can go through the costumes. I mean, if it's Macbeth that play that's being prepared, there should be some like army general soldiery.
Mm-hmm.
So we can dress as that and try to pass in the night as a group of soldiers that are like enforcing the curfew. Nobody would ask anything, and seek another place to lay low to rest.
Okay, maybe one that's not too far away.
We can get into a house just we have like saying we have been told that some rebellion supporters are hiding here, and just get into the house and take it.
So you want to break into a house?
That's what I can think now.
Aradel, how are you doing on your hit points?
I am currently at 3. If I didn't screw it up with the one off, I think that's what I was at after the last session. Because we got in the tussle with the guards around the silk and the church. So
I have a cure light wounds for you too. That'll do it for my spells until we can rest.
are you at max?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
6 points.
Oh wow! All right. Thank you. All All right, so dress up as guards, and then accost a random family's home. All right, I'm in.
I mean, that would take a lot of effort, so I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe we can just stay here.
How about just breaking into another vacant building that's a few blocks away?
Like the only other friend we have in the city is barely like we have a contact with that herbalist that was next door to the alchemist that got burned down, but I don't know that we really have much rapport there that they're going to let us in.
The only other one I can think of is your cult, your thieves cult, death cult, Stu.
Yeah, we hadn't really explored that much.
What about the other merchant that kind of set us on the task for stealing the silk back?
Chichi Katsapan?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You met him at an apartment in the foreign district before the race.
Mm-hmm. That might be like a last-ditch resource. He'd probably more than likely turn us over anyway. Although we could kind of threaten to, show his hand in the whole rebellion kind of idea. I think I'm really for laying low just so we can get some rest and recovery onto us. Let the curfew sort of blow by and try to get out of the city in the morning. Maybe we try to sell this marker for some funds to re-equip ourselves, or as a barter tool to get us out of the city.
Yeah. Do we want to check an adjacent building and then basically kind of like leave this door propped open, get an adjacent building that might have line of sight to the alley, and then hopefully have a secondary exit if we can find another one.
As you open the door, you see city guards with 8 citizens, beaten, dirty, and they're like, "Okay, stop here. This is good enough." And they're lining them up, and they're asking where's the jockey? Where's Gruntruck? Where's your leader? And they say things like he's left the city, or he's taken over the palace. Basically, they all have a different answer. He's left the city. He's going to return in the morning with an army. He's rallied at the track, and he holds the buildings of the track. And then the guards are executing the prisoners, and you're hearing their screams.
Jesus, how many guards?
How many guards? There's 8. So 8 and 8. Now it's like 8 and 4. 8 guards and 4
Too many.
Yeah, nothing to be done.
So if you now out on the street, you're sure you'll be seen.
Yeah. All right. Let's shut the door. And is there an additional bolt or bar lock on this side?
Wood.
Okay. Let's just latch that real quick. Also, I'm starting to wonder if dressing up like guards is not the best choice of costumes. Is there more of like kind of some
neighborhood you're in at any given time?
Yeah, is there more like kind of motley sort of? I don't know what I'm looking for.
It's a pitchfork and torches kind of crowd.
Yeah. More like colorful actors' clothing kind of thing, as opposed to anything resembling a soldier.
Yeah.
I'd almost say that's a safer bet.
I'm going to go as a specter with a big heavy cloak and what's a Shakespearean drama.
Okay.
That's my ploy. Are we going to try to get out of the building, or are we going to
Hey, is there like the women's get up where like male actors put on makeup to
Wigs and things.
let me get in on that.
Okay. Ardell is dressing as a woman. Lady Macbeth.
A
Yeah.
ghost, a lady, and a soldier walk out into the streets of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the after the guards, they're there doing their torture and execution. Oh, for about an hour and a half. Their captain says they'll leave the bodies on the street as a warning to others, and they move on. And so now it's about midnight.
All right, so we go pile some bodies on top of ourselves and play dead until morning. This sounds like an easy plan.
In your clown suits.
Yeah.
The crack of dawn has arrived.
All right.
It's it's summertime, so it's like 5 a.m.
We get to take it as a rest then for
Yes.
spell recovery and a hit point back.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, it's morning. You're hungry.
I can share out some rations, and what Zola has nothing. Veridel, you're equipped, right?
I am. I probably failed to track it though. I think I was just counting on like we eat of the last virgin in between.
Yeah.
So I don't explicitly have any on my
No, you
inventory.
don't. So Rourke, you need to eliminate 3 rations.
I marked 3.
Thank you.
So should we try to get to the muddy puddle and see if we can't get paid and then get the heck out of Dodge?
Cozy puddle.
Cozy puddle?
Mike would be offended if you call this place muddy. Yeah, let's I say let's do that. And I'm happy to stay in my disguise.
Okay. You get to the cozy puddle, which never closes. And Mike sees you come in. He's a man of few words. You approach the bar, and he hands over a worn oilcloth wrapped up with leather ties. And he hands it over. He goes, Chi-Chi says to give this to you. He also says it's probably best to keep a low profile. He recommends perhaps a trip to the Worm Archipelago, but you can't come back here.
Has he seen Duchess or Cassandra?
No, I haven't seen him.
All right. Okay.
And he's like, yeah, so you can't come back here. And
What's the Worm Archipelago?
the Worm Archipelago. That is a disreputable island in the Western Interior Sea, known for being a haven of pirates. And so the ship traffic, mostly on the Western Interior Sea, hugs the coast going to the north. But those who want to travel quickly south will strike out southwest and dare go close to the Worm, spelt WURM.
I'd probably say like, yeah, you won't see us again. Before we go, can you supply us with water skins and a bundle of iron rations? I'll pay double.
Don't got any of that here.
How convenient. He runs a tavern, doesn't have any food.
It's a dirt floor. And they only serve sour wine.
Can he have someone fetch that for us? Or he wants us out of here ASAP?
He's kind of like looking at you to leave.
All right.
He's a man of few words.
Okay.
Stoic. Not a lot going on upstairs.
Has
He's got his nose is squished. He's been in a few bar fights.
has the like aggregate noise in the city died down since yesterday afternoon?
Yes.
From a riot
The
perspective.
city is quiet. The only thing you see is smoke arising from towards the Ash Gate.
Okay.
In those neighborhoods.
Got it.
Okay. I think we just go out the streets again.
Do you want to see what he gave you? Wrapped up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 3 scintillating diamonds. And whatever your guys' cut was, that's what its value.
So like the 5,000 gold. This is the 3,000 equivalent.
4,500, and I think you guys came up with a number that it was. You just divided it amongst Duchess, Cassandra, and the 3 of you.
Okay, yeah. So I documented whether it's correct or not. It's 5 silk bales at 1,000, so 5,000. So these 3 diamonds are 1,000 each.
No, because Chichi Casapan took 500.
Oh, okay.
Out of that 5,000, that was his cut.
Got it.
Plus the bales, he's got the bales, but he's paying for them.
4,500 divided by 5.
Mm-hmm. Is it
So
750?
900 each.
900 each. That's instant XP, cash in hand.
Right.
Does anyone level?
I think I might actually.
With 900? No.
Yes, I do.
Roll hit points.
You want me to do it in the Discord?
No, you can just roll 6-sided dice. Tell me what you get. Add in, apply in Constitution modifier.
It is a 2.
Okay. That's a bust. That sucks.
Yeah, last time I rolled a 1. He's pretty fragile.
She's low on the scale. Where to next, gentlemen? As the city tries to get on with normal business.
So maybe I'll state some of the obvious, or at least what I think is obvious. I think we're kind of done with cleansing the Skystone River Palace because we're going to run into trouble if we ever go back to the Church at Tlaylock, right?
Yeah, they want your heads.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're clearly implicated in a peasant rebellion.
So there was also this rumor of, oh man, what was it? Some noble's house north of Valla'Tair. We ran into some guy that was like running from some weird happenings at a house.
Yeah, what was it? It was the village of Kren.
Yeah, I was looking for my notes here.
The village of Kren was a scared slave came out of the woods and said and gave his story.
Zori's house, a noble who lives right outside of Kren.
You also have the monster hunters that wanted to hook up with you.
The guys that knew where the strangled were?
Yeah, those were the guys that were going to show us where the strangled were. Yeah.
Yep, and they were going to. They said they would be on the trail the day after the races if you wanted to catch up with them.
The road north, or wherever it is.
Yeah, well, I guess is the road north. I guess it's northeast. The road goes northeast out of Valla'Tair up into the Yani'Hor Mountains.
Is it the same direction towards Kren?
Yeah, Kren is before you get to the foothills. It's a bit distance from the city. It's not in the cold heath, but it's in where the forest starts to grow around the hills at the foot of the Yani'Hor.
Yeah.
So there's villages scratching a living out in the forests on the edge of the salt flats, east of the city and northeast.
Mhm.
The tall, snow-packed peaks of the Yani'Hor are clearly visible from Valla'Tair.
The
I
guy
like the
was
idea of the trying to figure out what's going on with the strangled.
Okay.
It's out of the city and it puts us close to that village if we want to. If the strangled turns out to be a pipe dream.
And at least as a connection if we ran into, I don't know, that strangled merchant that we gave his book back from the temple. I'm sure I got his name here somewhere.
Montagnor. Montagnor.
And the slaves that we had
the three
been
slaves.
the slaves that
Slaves. Well, they you lost them in the rioting around
I
the
imagine we did, yeah.
and let's see. I'll give a chance that they may have tracked you down. Nope.
Yeah, so I had spent some funds equipping them, so they probably got all equipped and then went out to go fight the riots
Only one seemed interested in fighting.
in that. Right.
Yeah,
Politics.
the other two were looking to be in your service,
Mm-hmm.
but it would.
But they're in the wind now.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'd like to think we're pretty well disguised. Zola, do you want to go by like the merchant district to re-equip before we try to get out of the city, or what do you guys think? Or just get the heck out?
How are you getting out of the city?
Yeah, I was worried about that more.
I mean, we're dressed up like troopers or actors. We just say we're, with all the chaos in the city, we're gonna go. I've got family in Kren, and we're just gonna go there. If anyone asks us on the way out, maybe. Open to other ideas.
Good idea.
Does your people know how to go in and out of the city unnoticed?
Yeah, Jay, we haven't really explored like the Galishma cult much within Valla'Tair.
Yeah, the Galicia thieving cult it's headquartered under a bridge. It doesn't have a river going underneath it. It's I guess an old drainage ditch that's deep and in the slum neighborhood to the northwest is where it can be found. And the entrance is underneath that bridge.
Yeah, I'm happy to go there and chat, maybe even spread some coin around for any favor opportunities if you guys want to do that instead of just try to bluff our way out.
Yeah. Maybe they can help us with Zola's equipment. Maybe they can help us with the transit out of the city.
They can help you with equipment. Know that the Ash Gate is closed, the Silk Gate is open, and the Bleeding Mistress mercenaries are are attacking the remnants of what's standing as the track. Rumor is that they found the peasants found a money vault, and they're trying to smuggle it out. But this morning, the cavalry is going to sweep and overwhelm them. And you can buy what you like. They got stuff.
Okay.
So the way they know the way out of the city is either through the Silk Gate or over the wall.
I'm gonna try to get back what I had.
Okay. So those diamonds divided by 3, what? Oh, that's a lot, right? 4,500 divided by 3.
Well, I think we took Cassandra and Duchess's share out. So for their value, I thought
Yeah.
they were like 900 apiece.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. The Duchess and Cassandra's cut wasn't there.
Right.
You were just giving you guys his cut.
There should be enough silver to do whatever.
So since there's 3 of you, each one is worth 960, right? Or 900, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I noted down was 900 on my 900
so
GP diamond on my character sheet. Yeah.
You're cashing in one of the diamonds.
Oh, I've got coin on myself. So if you guys need
How much? How much coin?
500-ish, 554 after buying a little more food.
So you jingle.
Yeah, I'm clanking.
You want to trade that in for some
Gems.
for gems?
Mm-hmm. What are we? Wise.
Sure, into like 25 GP gems. Is that?
Yep.
Okay.
They'll take the coins. They'll be used when they put them on the eyes of the dead. There's many to bury to this morning. So Vardell, they ask if you would like to lend a hand in this feast that Gilshna has given us this great day. Feast of corpses.
Bury some bodies.
They go. That may that's the way out of the city. We'll load up corpses in a wagon, and you're the funeral party going to bury them out beyond the walls.
Oh man, I have to wash out my makeup.
That's just what they suggest.
I could do that. So I am not known to Gar Hassan like you guys are. We could just shove you in the pile of corpses and just cart it right out of the city.
You have never
So
come across Gar Hassan or Skip Reader?
Narnell died.
I know that.
So Veridel was not ever like in the audience of those. So Zola pulled him in before race day.
Did you go to the church's compound at the track? Yes.
Maybe.
Yes. You guys went over to the church's compound, and Skiff Reader tried to have you all arrested, but his counselor said that is prohibited because they are part of one of the racing factions.
I didn't go back that far, but maybe. Yeah, that sounds familiar.
They know who you are.
Okay.
Just don't want you living under that illusion.
Sure.
Okay, so we are posing as caretakers.
Yeah. I have my doubts about that plan too, but
You will get out of the city and give your service to your death cult at the same time.
I'd probably feel obligated to go along with it, but I still perceive some risk here.
Maybe do you want to use the token Also bargain chip with them to secure their loyalty. Like tell them that we have it hidden outside the city, and when we are out, safe. It's theirs.
What token?
The gambling marker. The
The gambling marker.
Oh, you're going to give that over?
well, I think Gabriel's suggesting that maybe it's a way that we could have the cult help us more.
They look at the marker and they see that it's for a bet on the People's Choice.
Mm-hmm.
And the declaration from the steps of the palace this morning is that that due to the duplicitous nature of the
they are worthless now.
of the people of the Cold Deep, that all bets are void, and you can redeem your bet if it was made after track. If you can't get it assorted at the gambling house, that you can approach the Church of Toil, where they'll inspect your marker and refund your money.
Huh. That sounds like a surefire way to get thrown into jail too.
Yes.
Collaborators or something.
Absolutely, everyone who's bet on the People's Choice is suspect because you were in on it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And you have to prove your worth and your city standing.
And try to destabilize disturbers of the peace.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's worthless. It's just a.
Well, it's not worthless. I mean, it's $400. It's 400 GP. It's 400 GP if somebody wanted to go through the hassle of proving their worth to the.
Who's going to honor that? I don't know. I hadn't come up with all that yet.
Yeah, it's.
I see two ways to begin using. You can try to cash it, and obviously doesn't sound all that safe.
Yeah.
It's also, I guess, the token of where your allegiance lies.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's probably more valuable just to get out of here safely at this point. I don't know that we have reason to doubt these guys. My doubts about this plan are more just around any inspection of trying to leave the city and recognition. Without having to invent too much stuff on the fly here, Jay, is there any kind of Galishma, like ornamental, clothing, or like what would the ritual look like, and might it provide any sort of cover or disguise, like for the funeral arrangement? Like,
tell me what it is. Tell me what you guys get all decked out when you have a bounty of corpses and you're going to be outside the walls, burying stuff all day.
I would think maybe I would be trying to think about how to almost overplay it, even if it might not be super traditional, and like black cloaks and maybe even like black streaks of makeup, on our faces, even if that might not be kind of a common way of handling it. But I would probably try to be thinking through of how to play it up, of the darkness of Galishma.
So Galishma, you guys dress in black cloaks and black paint on your face when you're doing your rituals?
I mean, not full on blackface. Keep it classy, but just like streaks, maybe.
Keep it classy. Thank you. So it's a pattern of black makeup.
Yeah.
Black pattern.
I think it's a good plan. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
We look like we listen to a lot of sad music.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, a lot of weeping. A lot of weeping. So this is going to give you a bonus on your reaction heading out the Silk Gate to avoid a hassle.
All right.
No hassles.
All right.
Okay.
The stinking of the corpses. The sergeant of the day waves you guys on. You are outside the city.
All right.
We carry like black feathers, fans to keep away the flies.
Black fans, cool. Like it.
All right.
Do you leave the bodies on the side of the road in the cart, or do you go bury them?
I think we need to complete the rite, don't we?
Yeah, I think I would feel compelled to make an effort.
Okay.
Also, I'd spend the time doing it.
Okay.
But
you get
but
50
it's gonna
experience
take-
points for doing it.
Okay.
All right, cool.
You two guys don't get anything.
Yeah, it's gonna take so much time.
I'm gonna give Zola 50 experience points for getting kicked out of the sometimes servants in Mandola. That had to do with dragging a corpse through there and being implicated in a rebellion.
I mean,
Way
and
too much for these guys to deal with. Way too much.
yet at the same time, those guys don't care about anything. So it really was an achievement.
Well, I guess they gave a crap about your stuff. They're like, ooh, we can get their stuff now if we kick them out.
I lost the
Right.
folders with the assassination contracts.
Is that where the assassination contracts were left? You don't have those on your person?
No.
Okay.
Well, if he did, he would have lost them when he got stripped by the guards
Yeah.
that tortured him.
Okay. I'm going to make a note of that. Those contracts are
Yeah, they probably were on the last Virgin.
somewhere. That's a big fat plot hook that you can drive a truck
Yeah.
through. So on the trail back to the Yani'Hor Mountains, the monster hunters hail you from the side of the trail and are happy to see that you're going to take them up on their offer. And they have names. Cree and Muzzle. They're trying to catch the winged screw. It's a leathery, aggressive, dangerous bird, and if they can get one of those, they're sure they can get a lot of money in the gaming arenas. Aerial creatures are really cool. They tie one of their legs. It's like bear baiting, but with a flying giant, small dinosaur.
Veridel does not support animal cruelty.
Really noted, but there's a lot of money.
No animal has been hurt in this game. Just the Darrow. Yeah. Okay.
Shortly after getting back on the trail, you're passing the path that goes, or the muddy track that goes to north to the village of Cree, but they're continuing on to get into the mountains before dark. And
So, what is it that they can tell us about the Strangled? I mean, they had promised.
They claim they know where they go. That many guild members, or at least the Knotsman's Guild and others have tried to find where they go, but they've never been able to pick up their trail. They claim they have.
It's up in the mountains.
Yeah, near because the Strangled, after they're done trading at the Skystone River place, return, and no one's been able to follow their path east through the mountains, and they're claiming to know that path. that in their monster hunting they have come across them. Signs of them. And only they know it.
We are going like northeast now to the mountains.
Well, you're on the trail that goes to Skystone River Place. It's the Balfin Silk
Okay.
Road. It's the only trail up into the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
And they say it's past it, that they have to go past Skystone River Place.
All right. Well, I think it still merits investigation. So let's go with these guys and see if they can prove where this trail leads.
I forget. Was there a cost for them doing this, or
Yeah, they
ask
want
something of us?
1,000. When they show you where they go, they want 1,000 gold pieces apiece.
A piece.
Yep. So they can go retire from this dangerous monster hunting gig and setting up their own animal trading post back in
Well,
the
how
city.
about this 900 GP diamond and this 400 GP marker on the People's Choice?
Well, you can show them the diamond and don't tell them how much it costs. They'll probably be pretty sure that that's worth a lot of money.
Okay, sure. So Rark will offer them
the marker. They're like,
and I try to fob this off on anybody I can.
They're not so sure.
Right.
About the marker. They hear that the things at the race went tits up.
And well, maybe when things settle down and you figure out a plausible cover story. But this diamond should be is more than enough to cover your expenses and showing us this trail.
Indeed.
It has historic value, the marker.
Yeah,
it has a historical value. Yeah, that's a historical artifact.
It belongs in a museum.
I do want to point out that the rebellion, I guess, fits into an unplanned dying Earth trope. Going to a society and due to your actions turning it all upside down.
Well, sword and sorcery, right? That's what we do.
So they're carrying nets and they've got they look like they're more stout. It's between a fly fishing rod and a pole arm. So they use those to basically try to cast and catch the wings of the winged screw, and pull it down, and then web it with their chain net when it's on the ground. And they look like they do it with someone uses basically one guy is hunched over, and the other guy puts the heavy crossbow on his back, and the line from the fishing line thing with the hook, he shoots it. Just like they tried to bring down Kay in Blade Runner 2049 in his car. That and wheel it in.
Okay.
Map.
No, not the 3 horse.
Okay, so that's the first night. The next day, about midday, you pass Skystone River Place. How do you want to pass Skystone River Place?
Oh, if there's a camping opportunity, I'd cast some Cure Light Wounds for you guys if you're still bashed up.
Yeah, I'd be grateful of that.
Yep.
Sola.
Pass the road to Kren, and you are deep in the Yani'Hor Mountains now.
7 points for Zola.
Woo!
I'm good. So
You're all right, Ferdo.
Yep. Thanks. You hooked me up last time.
Nice. I'm 13 from 18. That's okay.
Do you want another one? I mean, I've got the resource before we finish the camping.
Oh, okay. If
4 points.
That's fantastic. I feel so refreshed.
Want you guys back on your feet, fully effective.
Okay, and after the midday break, it's just another 6 miles. We want to get there before sunset.
Okay.
So now we are past the Skystone River Palace
Yep.
place.
Yep, you're going up a rocky trail, and you're getting high up in the Yani'Hor. So now you're kind of like 6 miles past Skystone River Place. You're up high on the mountains. Now there's just like saddles going down and up, but their mountains are really close and treacherous. And they take you out onto a cliff face that looks over a big chasm far to the east as the sun is tracking overhead and heading towards evening. There's you can start to see the wastes beyond, were known as the wastes. And they camp right here, and then they're like, okay, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. And they're pointing in a direction. They're pointing in a direction south of you, about 6 miles south over treacherous mountains. There's this huge swarm of bats that, as the sun sets, fly out from somewhere up in the sky, and they're like, there it is. That's where you can find where the strangled go.
And this is this is what you know, all the way up here in the mountains, looking 6 miles away. That swarm of bats, that cave, that's where you think the strangled go? Have you?
Oh yeah. Every time they come and go, the bats leave and the bats come back. They always come out at night and camp around and wait for the merchants, and they go back in the morning. The bats are their familiars. They follow them. They're safe. We can get you there. It's a treacherous way, but we can get you where the cave is.
Yeah, Rark's just laughing about this, you know.
Why?
900 gold pieces.
Man,
I mean, sorry, this diamond for that. Take us down there. Take us down there. Take us down to that through these mountains. We don't know these ways. Lead us towards this cave, and then you'll have your payment.
Okay, fair enough. You guys don't look like hardy mountaineers. You can appreciate our skills out here.
Absolutely. Yes.
So we're more than happy to lead the champions of the race of sorrows.
Don't call us that.
Words on the street, man.
The race of sorrows. I love it. Oh my gosh.
Okay. So you guys are mountaineering.
On day 2, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Day 2.
I should be tracking rations.
There's no encounters during the day. And so near evening, they want to stop. They got a good view to the south of them.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just wait and see where the bats come out, and we should be close enough to find the entrance.
Okay.
And as they predicted, and as Rourke the Druid can imagine, that bats usually leave a cave at night and return in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they may not be very aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what they're peddling. But the bats go out, and they lead you over. And this narrow path that they're on, that's cutting around, and there's a drop, but there's the peaks go up above you, and there's a cave mouth. It's about 40 feet wide. The stalactites or mites at the entrance kind of make it look like a shark or whatever, that it has teeth going in. So, and that seems to be worked to give that effect. Like the stone has been worked to give the appearance of a fanged mouth.
Hmm.
You're like, whoa, look at that. And
Now we wait. Where are the strangled?
well, that's where you go. You got to go follow them. And then one of them goes, "Hey, did you hear that?" And there was a sliding of shale, the loose shale up above you.
Mm-hmm.
Look up.
And Krieg, a muzzle goes, could be some big game. This could be a good catch. Would you guys get out our chain net? Get that ready. And they start. What do they do? Yeah, they get out their heavy crossbow, and one of the guys has a sword. He goes, I think I heard it from over there. Come on, guys. Who knows? Let's see what we can get.
Mm.
If it's particular strong or fierce, we can make a lot of money.
Okay. I'm willing to. I mean, it's dangerous, so we shouldn't leave this in the we should address it. We should address it, I think, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Yeah. So Rark will go with them, but mostly out of curiosity and mostly about protecting us from some wild beast that might be trying to spring on us.
Okay. So he climbs. Kree and Muzzle climb up. They're scrambling up the shale, loose rock,
Mm-hmm.
cliff face, and get up on a point and look like they're going over. It's dirt and rocky, but there is a patch of snow, and they see a footprint. It's an animal footprint. You can tell it has like claws.
So we are like down with the chain net.
Oh no, they're both going. They ask you to carry the chain net. They're asking you guys to carry the chain net. One's got a heavy crossbow, and the other guy's got a sword.
Is Rark down for capturing random wild animal?
Well, I'm not really. I'm more interested to see what animal it is.
Okay. Right.
And and then take it from there.
Okay.
They hear more shale falling, as if something is walking quickly up ahead.
In any event, I'm happy to hang with you if you want to go along.
Okay.
Zola, he's got to like stay back.
Okay.
Put over his cloak and like lay real still.
Okay, so Zola, you're staying behind?
Mm-hmm.
He's hiding, watching.
Yes.
Okay. As they leave and go up out of sight, tracking whatever it is they're tracking. About 15 minutes after you're gone, Zola, you are not surprised, but you catch on a rocky outcrop in the opposite direction those guys went, so a little bit lower. It's a beast.
Mm-hmm.
A beast you've never seen. What does it look like? It has a low rodent-like body. It has bat-like wings and a face and a beak that resembles an owl.
Wow.
And it's got its eyes on you. What do you do?
Okay. Where's the... what time of the day is?
It's evening.
It's
The bats have flown out, so it's dusk, and it's getting
dusk.
Yep. And from the heights you're at, your area is catching the last rays of the bloated red sun of Rom'Myr as it sets to the west. And far out, you can see the sluggish gray waters which make up the western interior sea.
So am I facing the sun?
It's going down. It's beyond the horizon.
Okay.
I guess you're seeing the reflected sun off the
Mm-hmm.
clouds. It's all
Okay. I'm gonna whistle like.
Okay. It starts bounding up the hill to close the distance up the rocks. Roll initiative.
Okay. Oh, so it's coming down, or it's coming?
Oh, it's coming up.
Oh,
Yep,
it's coming up.
below you, and you're here, and the party members went up that way.
Okay.
Do we hear Zola's whistle?
I'll roll a 1, so
It rolled a 1 as well, so it's simultaneous. Yes, you hear Zola's whistle. And so you give the traditional look back, but you can't see them. You're too far into the cliffs and the peaks. And as soon as you hear his whistle, you see Kree and Muzzle yell, "By the gods of light, it's a baiter!" And there's another one of the creatures that Zola saw pop up in front of you guys, and it leaps.
Oh,
I'm gonna try, or I guess,
flanking.
Is it an initiative check, Jay?
First
Or surprise?
Yeah. And it surprises Kree and Muzzle. It attacks Kree. He tries to dodge out of the way, but one of its claws cut him deep, and he falls sideways. Ah! And then now it's time to roll initiative.
It's party initiative or character initiative?
Do we resolve our...
We can do individual. Zola, I'm going to get back to you after a round here.
Right.
So we can do an individual initiative. The baiter gets a 3.
I'm a 1.
Okay, so I got to roll for muzzle and Cree. So muzzle is cut. He's on his haunches on his back, and he goes to, since he's closest to the baiter, he's going to strike. And he hits with his sword. Roll this thing's hit points. Okay. Hit points are. Okay. He stabs it. So the baiter strikes back at him. Has 3 attacks: claw, claw, bite.
Ugh.
Aaron, do you have like a speak with or calm animal type thing? Or?
I do, but I'm at the bottom of the round, so I'm kind of just waiting to see how this shapes up.
He gets hit by a claw and a bite. And the baiter slashes with its claw, cuts off his sword arm, then with its beak face crunches his head. Muzzle's war grunt is cut short.
Okay.
So that was the baiter, so now it's
You should have gone to retirement earlier.
Varadel.
Jay, I don't think it's in the rules, but I think I'd like to kind of defer to Rark's expertise with animals. How do you feel about? Could I just kind of back up with my shield next to Rark and maybe delay an action until the end of the round?
Delay or defend or.
Yep. You're Vardell, I'm going to say you have the chain net. You were carrying it.
Okay.
It's like over your shoulder.
I'm going to say I don't have a lot of interest in capturing this thing after seeing that. So I would probably drop with a shield next to Rark and maybe hold a dagger, and we'll see how things look at the end of the round, sort of thing.
Okay.
I don't know.
Kree attacks as he sees Muzzle get.
Oh boy!
You bastard! And he shoots with his heavy crossbow and sticks a bolt in its shank, and it sinks deep into its flank and gives a horrible yell. Mark?
Okay, I'm going to get down on all fours and scamper towards it, like making baiter animal sounds.
Wow.
and trying to calm and befriend this animal. I think from the rules, monstrous animals are +1 hit die on the chart, so got a difficulty check against hit dice for a monster.
So how is this rolled? Do you roll a 2d6? Do you roll a 20?
It's a d20, so like say a 1 hit die monster at my level is a 9+ to befriend it, but a monstrous animals count +1 hit die, so I don't know how many hit dice this baiter is.
Got 5.
5? Oh, I can't befriend it. So I try.
You can't befriend it?
Yeah.
You know that. You know it's too big of an animal and too wild of an animal to pull that stuff. I will let you know that as a druid.
Oh, okay.
That would be unfair.
So it's a really big beast.
Yep, and it's got a cut on its chest and a bolt in its haunch. Then it's turning to face Kree. As muzzle.
Are there any natural plants or animals out here on the trail, or is it mostly rock?
It's mostly rock. Zola, it's time for you and this baiter roll initiative.
Okay. We roll a 1 each, right? So we go the same.
Oh, that's right. It's simultaneous. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna like.
out of its wings, it gives a leap up towards you.
Okay.
You get +1 for higher ground. Additional +1 to hit.
Oh, did we get a call? Did we hear Zola's whistle?
You did, but as soon as you turned around,
Yep. Okay.
this other baiter pounced.
They've been stalking us, waiting for us.
Okay. I'm gonna like
And that
throw-
cave mouth is nearby too. You guys are camped right near that cave mouth that looks like a jaw.
That's what I'll ask first. The space between those the cave fangs, if you will, how big enough it's would this creature go through the spaces?
From the immediate entry, you can see that there'd be enough room for it to come in. Whether the cavern narrows, you don't know.
Okay. So like I'm gonna throw my bag of caltrops in front of me, like spreading them in front of me.
Okay, roll to hit.
Okay. That's an 11.
And add all your attack bonuses. You're going to get an extra for having higher ground, and whatever else you get.
Well, for like a dex mod or something.
No, like -1. That
Shit.
would be a 10.
Okay.
Well, +1 for higher ground, so it nets 11, I think.
No, I think you calculate it. Well, you get a +1 attack bonus just because you're class. You're getting a +1 because of above, and so you have to subtract 1 or 2.
1. Just it's the dice then. 11.
Okay, that's a miss.
Uh-huh.
The caltrops go scattering across the ground.
Okay.
And it leaps at you.
Yeah, that's the last thing I see.
Devour you and render you in pieces. Okay, Rourke and Bardell, what are you doing? Viridel.
So I don't know, maybe emulating the brief yelling in battle, like he doesn't think he can befriend it. Maybe we're thinking we'll grab the net and try to entangle it, and our intent at that point, it's like our loyalty is to Zola, so my thought is we do one attempt at the net to get the situation up here under control, and then we'll probably head down.
Okay.
So maybe Rark and I together try to
we try to sort of
throw the net.
like between us, we've got this heavy chain net. We try to drag it onto the baiter.
What are you guys'
Combined strength.
no dexterity bonuses? Strength is good. Yeah. What are your strength bonuses? Thanks.
I'm
Zola.
+1 strength and +0 dex.
I am -1 strength and
Okay, roll
also 0.
Roll a 20 with just the +1 with your attack bonuses.
All right, do it up, Aaron.
All right. A 4.
Okay.
Seems like a miss.
Yeah, it goes flying overhead. It ducks, and you go whoa, and you throw it too far.
Does it land on Cree?
No,
Damn it.
no.
I always forget. Does this system have like separate movement plus ranged attacks? Like, can we now just start going back down? What we get standard movement during a round? Let's see.
Yeah, you can run, but you guys were climbing for 15 minutes. It's
Yeah,
slow,
we're far.
but it's going to take you a couple.
Well, it
rounds.
is downhill, so I mean it's like double movement.
I mean, Aaron, are you in agreement that we should
Yes,
get like loyalty is to
absolutely.
Zola?
Yeah.
So we'll yell at was it Muzzle if it's still alive, or Cree like run?
Yeah, Tree's still alive. He just shot his crossbow and he rips out his short sword. And he runs with you.
All right.
Okay, Zola, what's your armor class?
Gabriel on mute.
Sorry. I was just looking. Thief, a third level thief has an attack +2 bonus.
Yeah.
In here, attack bonus table. So that was 11 +2, 13, +1 for higher ground, 14, -1 for dexterity was 13 total.
That's a hit.
Or the caltrops.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll 1d4 to see how many caltrops you hurt it with, and then I'm going to roll 1d4 for each caltrop for damage. Is that appropriate?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
Were you trying to use the caltrops to slow its pursuit at
Yeah.
you, or
Yeah, it's something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
create a barrier?
Mhm.
It steps on 2 and takes some damage, and picks up his feet like a cat, like "Ah!" It's annoyed. It hates you more.
Mm.
Well, it's an area, so if it stays there, it's gonna keep like
Dancing on the caltrops, dancing on the Legos.
Mhm.
Oh, he's got the same hit points as his partner. What's the chances of that? And so it leaps up. It's thrown off by your caltrops. Its leap is messed up because it was going to and so now it's on the trail near you.
At the same level now. At the same level now as Zola.
Facing
Okay.
off. And it's hissing like a scalded cat.
Mm-hmm.
Its tail twitching, its wings fluttering. Roll for initiative. Everyone roll initiative. So the baiters get a 1.
Me too.
Like 3.
Veridel and Rock. You run. Not climbing, you are going downhill. So you're getting close enough to hear the screech of the animal. So you're really close. Next round you'll be joining Zola.
Okay.
So Zola rolled a 1, the baiters rolled a 1. So Simultaneous initiative. It's going to attack you, Zola.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna like if I'm gonna wait to it gets near and draw from my concealed sheath my long knife. If it counts like it's not a backstab, but
No,
I
it's
don't
not. It's not surprised. You can't get a backstab. So it attacks you. 2 hits. Seven points of damage. Plus, there's more.
Ugh.
19.
Mm.
Holy
19.
fuck.
No.
He ran me to well, it's simultaneous. I'm gonna like
You're gonna give him something?
something before I go. 19 plus 2, 21.
Full damage.
Knife. No, I got a short sword. That's D6.
9 points of damage.
D6. 3.
3 points of damage. Okay.
How many hit
Okay,
points
Rourke
did you
and
have?
Ardell, you're looking down
I
on the trail and you see
I
the
had 17. So
Oh.
and the baiter is tearing apart Zola.
Oh.
it's the image is censored like
Yeah, the image is censored.
You
like
just
Starship Troopers.
camera
When it runs
pans
on the
back to the
cow.
look of horror on our faces. Oh, God.
Okay. I'm trying to think through here. Like at one point, if he was still alive, I assumed we might I'd do like a risky like jump on it with it and try and stab it with a dagger in the back. But seeing now that it's killed 2 people.
Well, there's 2 of them. One's killed one person, one's killed another.
Right.
Yeah. Right. I'm just saying how dangerous they are. I don't know that if it's clear Zola is already gone, should we just book it into the cave?
Yeah. Yeah.
And before you could do that, that one on the trail picks up Zola's corpse and flies off and flies down into the lower ravine where it came from.
Is the other one
it
still
took the
chasing us?
It took the diamond with it took my
that's got a
diamond.
diamond with you.
And no, it's not falling. So there's just Cree and you 2 guys. And he's like, wow, those baiters, man, they're worth the most.
Yeah.
If we can get one of those downhill, we're set. We'll all be rich.
Yeah, we don't have a net anymore, and we're down 2 people. I'm not sure that's going to happen.
We got to do something to salvage this operation.
Well, right. We're here at the Strangled Skates.
Cree's like, you suggesting we go inside?
Yes. Let's.
Zola, are you interested in playing Cree?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Cree is
Beastmaster.
I'm going to make him a basic thief, but go ahead. Well, take the time to roll him up. See what you get, and you are Cree first level.
Okay.
However you want to do that, is fine with me. And I will Vardell and Rourke and Cree. You enter into the cave.
Poor Zola.
He's huge.
19
I
damage.
train them just like velociraptors.
Yeah.
You know, one was catching your attention, the other one was going to pounce, and that's what happened. You were outsmarted by baiters. Okay, there's a set of cut stairs, stone cut stairs, just in the opening, and it looks like it descends. Do you have any light?
Yes, Rarik has a torch.
Are you lighting it?
Yes.
Okay. It's dry. The wind is. You can hear the wind whistling across the peaks now that it's dark. It always gets very windy at the heights of the Yani'Hor.
Which the entrance to the cave is on the west or the east or the which facing? So as I start my mapping,
South facing.
sorry,
It has a south facing.
south,
So
and it's some stairs leading down.
So when you go down the stairs, you're technically walking north. See how I did that?
Mm-mm.
I missed it.
Oh, just normally we start drawing on the page, and I have you going north.
Yeah.
So, top of the page gives you all sorts of blank space to explore.
Yeah.
In an 8.5 by 11 square. All right. Okay, yeah. Descending the steps, you come into a natural chamber 70 feet wide and 50 feet deep. It's natural. It's filled with the stalactites and stalagmites kind of hanging, at least on the top and some here around the edges. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 natural cave exits out of this big room. And your torchlight is glinted up on the far wall. You see there are weird faces carved in basal relief.
What kind of faces?
Human faces with big round eyes. As you're looking closer, one of the mouths it creaks like rock grinding, and it says, "Turn back."
That's a good sign.
So we're turning back.
When it says it, glittering in its mouth.
What's
Sorry.
in its mouth?
Yeah, I talked over you. Sorry, Jay. What was that?
Something glittering when it talked.
Mm.
When it opened its mouth, and now it's closed again.
If we step backwards and then step forward, does it do it again?
Yes. Turn back.
And now can we, holding the torch a little bit higher, can we see what's in the mouth?
It's a gem. It's what kind of gem is it?
And the face and mouth is carved into the stone.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a pale blue aquamarine. It's known as an aquamarine.
Little, small, big,
About that size.
reasonable.
An aquamarine, is not a cheap gem.
I don't have a pole or anything.
I have a staff. We could try to knock it out with the staff. I'll wait inside the cavern a little bit closer to the mouth. Verdal, step in and step out. See if we can't trigger the mouth again, and I'll try to knock the gem with my staff out of the mouth.
Are the other mouths open?
Mm.
Nope.
Why don't you
But you've
duck
only
down
approached-
below
you've only
the?
approached that one.
Why don't you try to at least like duck down below the mouth line, just in
Mhm.
case anything weird happens?
Mm-hmm.
And then I will also do the same. Basically, I'll walk backwards and then duck down and kind of almost crawl forward.
Crawl in a little bit.
Yeah.
It doesn't open.
Aha.
Because one of us is already in here, maybe.
Yeah, it's both of us. Yeah.
The mouth is closed now, right, Jay?
Yeah, and Vardell is below it. Varadell.
Yeah. So let me just. So you stay there. Let's rule out the height thing. So now I'll don't poke it yet, but I'll step backward, and then I'll walk in at a normal height.
It does the same thing. And that and the mouth is eye level to you. I mean, the thing
Okay.
right there.
So even with Rark still inside and ducked below, I had to walk in at full height for it to open again. Okay.
Kree's like, you want to try my fishing pole?
Oh, right. Yeah, you got a fishing pole. How's Kree shaping up on the stat block?
We'll have to let Gabriel tell us.
Yeah, I think he was rolling.
Mm-hmm.
He's
We wait to see what he comes up with.
okay, really poor.
Mm,
Classic.
kind of par for the course. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you don't qualify for any of the other classes, you're automatically a thief.
Yes.
Hit dice.
How many hit points do he has?
First
One?
level character.
Full hit dice or
Yeah, full hit dice.
oh, full hit dice for a level 1 character. I thought you were saying one hit die. I was like, oh my gosh.
No, you start with 6 plus Constitution bonus if you have it.
Mhm.
Just 6. I got strength 11, intelligence and wisdom 6, and the rest 9.
Okay, that's a thief in Valla'Tair and Rom'Myr. That's a thief.
Why you want to go after the baiter?
So he has led a heavy crossbow as a weapon.
Okay, heavy crossbow and a fishing pole, but basically it's a I guess a block and tackle kind of construction that he attaches to a crossbow bolt to shoot out,
Mhm.
and it's a very strong tensile line that'll hold back a Dara, I tell you.
Is leather armor, short sword, that kind of stuff?
If he's got the money for it.
Oh, right. Just equip him.
Yes.
Okay.
What you're going to have, roll your 3d6 and use that money to outfit yourself.
Yeah, he has 80 gold.
So I'll give you the one exit out of the cave is in the northeast corner.
Okay.
2 exits out of this cave are in the northeast corner. One is due north. Another one is low to the southeast, and the last one is actually to the right of you when you come into the cave. It's almost like if you did a U when you walked into the cave and U'd around, it goes directly back. But it's lower than, obviously, it's.
Oh, and we came from the south traveling north. Is that right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Okay.
And trying to draw this top down going south is screwing up my perspective.
Do you want to try the fishing pole to knock the gem out?
I mean, something bad is probably going to happen if we take the gem, yes? So it's more about accommodating what that might be.
Oh, Chris, definitely up for trying it.
Yeah, I'm trying to do anything we can to level Cree as
All right.
fast as possible.
So does the pole, the fishing pole, is long enough to reach the mouth from the
Yeah.
entrance?
Yeah, the mouth is kind of the boss relief is eye level. So put the mouth, you could kiss it. Be at the same level.
Okay. So he's going to try like with arm extended and the pole so the tip reaches the mouth and be ready to knock the gem like the sideways motion as it opens.
Rourke, you gonna stay below them?
Yeah.
All right.
I guess, and you're the bait for triggering the trap as walking in and out of the room. Is that?
Sure. What my plan will be, I'll walk in, wait for the mouth to start to open, and then I'm gonna hit the deck. Like,
Oh, right. Great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how are you trying to get this gem out?
Like knock it sideways as the mouth open with the tip of the fishing pole.
Okay. You get it open, you take a shot at it, and the mouth closes and snaps the end of your fishing pole.
so it closed prematurely. Like
Yeah,
it
as
didn't- it didn't stay open to talk.
soon as he stuck in,
Okay.
it went.
Is it broken, the fishing pole?
Yeah, but the tensile strong line hasn't broken, so it's stuck.
Mm.
Oh, it's stuck inside the mouth.
Mm-hmm. But getting it to open again, you can get it back out.
Got some iron spikes, but I hesitate to put my hand in there to like see if that would be enough to keep it open.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna we're gonna tie an iron spike to the tip of the pole.
All right.
Oh, and use that
to yeah.
Okay. You repeat the process, and the iron spike keeps it up that much, and just enough to get your skinny little arm in.
Instead of using a skinny little arm, we'll use my staff and my quarter staff and poke it out of the mouth.
Okay. It's a beautiful aquamarine stone, probably around $1,000.
Nice.
Then another one of the visages says, "My way is the right way."
Which gate?
Which one?
Yeah, which one is he near? I have an exit to the north, 2 to the northeast, 1 to the southeast, and 1 is the U-turn on the right-hand side as we come into the chamber, right?
It's the one between the 2 going to the northeast. But then across opposite you to the southwest, the one that turned back away, that one goes, "I watch the only way." And when they open, you can see they have gems in them as well, in their mouths.
So how many spikes left do you have?
I have 12.
Okay.
Yes, you're going to repeat that procedure and loot the gems.
Mm-hmm.
There's an amethyst, a
Do we
garnet.
see, do we see any bones of hands inside of the mouth? Of
Nope.
any of the mouths?
Nope.
Nobody tried to reach for them.
There's a peridot and a tourmaline. These all are 100 GP a piece. So you got one that's worth 1,000. You have 4 that are worth 100.
All right.
Hey, that's a good
A good haul.
haul.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
advocating for returning to Valla'Tair. Anywhere you can
Also,
turn that into cash or.
so muscle
Oh,
he
actually, since you got it, this is instant cash. So 1,400 divided by 3 people, divvy it up. Cash is instant XP, hard currency.
466, 467. Okay.
So we can take that as XP now, Jay.
Yep. Yep. Before you lose it, I want to get you your XP.
Okay. Does Cree level?
Not quite yet.
No. All right. I'll keep asking.
He's a lot closer than he was 5 minutes ago.
Oh, you do know how many XP he has?
No, he's starting at 0.
Oh, okay.
He's now chosen the life of an adventurer.
Yeah.
He's now a hero.
A monster hunter.
Does someone want to hold on to the gems as is? And we'll split it up when we convert or something.
Sure, I don't mind carrying it.
Okay. Someone other than me who has more hit points, probably.
How are you doing on hit points?
Oh, sorry. I'm full. It's 9.
Oh, you have a low number. What's your total hit point?
I have 9 total.
9. All right.
Yeah, at level 3.
Ouch, that's tough. Okay, so I have exits to the north, 2 to the northeast, 1 to the southwest, and 1 in the U-turn off the stairway leading into the chamber. Is that right?
Yeah, going back.
Does any of those paths looks more worn like the other?
No, the one not the one going south, but the one, which is the southeastern one opening.
So the bats came from here, right?
No.
No? Oh, okay.
Well, they came near from here.
Right.
They guided you, and you found this cave opening. So they're coming in and out near here. They're very near. But it doesn't look like they come through this cave entrance because there's no path guano.
Yeah, I was wondering that.
There's fungi growing on the tunnel heading south, and you can also see after 20 feet it bangs a hard left going back east. And that one has fungi on the floor, and you can see footprints in it. The fungi going to the northeast. The tunnel going to the northeast is got fungi in it. I keep on saying that. The 2 are in the northwest, 1 in the northeast, 1 north, and 1 south. The 2 are to the northwest.
Oh, I see. Not the northeast.
Yeah. I should give the cardinal points just numbers 1 through 8. That would keep it more accurate.
Yeah, this one's tough.
And then the ones that were in the northwest were the ones that were saying mine is the right way, correct? The faces near those tunnels.
Yes. And the ones in the
Southwest.
southeast.
Southeast.
Oh, sorry, yes, southeast. Said I watched The Only Way. The other one said my way is the right way, and the one dead ahead said turn back. This is not the way.
I say none of those, and we go to the U-turn to the south.
Where it has footprints.
Yeah.
In the footprints, travel back and forth, and they have crunched down the fungi, and it's a well-worn path.
Okay.
You guys good going this way?
Sure.
Okay. The natural cavern widens a bit to about between 10 and 15 feet wide. Then you go 140 feet due east until the tunnel bends northeast, and it's 20 feet wide here. You can smell guano. Like the guano's in the air. Now the ground is sandy and guano strewn. The oddly colored fungi grow seem to match the vari-colored minerals of the walls here. And a faint squealing and rustling is heard when you listen. As if there's still some bats in the cave.
How are the tracks? Are we able to still see them in the tunnel here?
Yep.
And what do they continue? Let's follow these tracks.
So then the natural cavern goes northeast for 40 feet, and then it narrows again to 10 feet wide, between 10 and 12. It varies, some places even to 15.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes north 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140 feet.
Mm-hmm.
At 140 feet, you can hear rushing water, and to your left, you can hear rushing water coming from the cave opening, and then the cave opening gets a little wider and continues heading north. The footprints go towards the sound of water.
Okay.
And I have to take a break, gentlemen. I'll be
Okay.
right back.
Okay.
Fine.
I'll be right back too.
Sure.
Oh, Tay.
Okay. 60.
This is our halftime show. One PC death so far today.
Did the other Bator took muscle?
Yes.
They both flew with their bodies.
Yes.
Okay.
They are eating good tonight.
I hope mine chokes with the diamond. And the crowbar and the grappling hook.
Spits them out. The Bator is the apex predator of the Yani'Hor Mountains.
Clearly. That thing is brutal.
It was a winged rodent with a beak and claws.
Yeah,
The,
and it's
the size of a what?
but the size of
a lion.
maybe bigger, broader in the shoulders than a mountain lion. It's wider
Mm-hmm.
at the shoulders, wings out of the back, and it has that owl-like face in tribute of the owl bear, another mad creation let loose on the earth. So you can continue north or go towards the sound of the water.
The sound of the water is coming from which direction?
West.
West. What's happening with the trail that we've been trying?
It goes west towards the water, sound of water.
Sure, let's follow the trail.
You only go 30 feet, and it goes a little bit north and then bends south, and then you're looking at a rushing river into an underground pool. The river pours into this high vaulted cavern. So that it's a black-hued lake. The water is fairly still in the lake. And the river is running in front of you, and then you can see that there's other river openings out of this room. Some of them are go into like rock, a sandbar to rocks.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, what is this lake? Over 50 feet above, great stalactites drip ringing drops of water onto the mural-like surface.
And the chamber itself is pretty big. I mean, like really big.
Yeah, I'll give you a rough square. Like 90 feet by... Yeah, it's 90 by 90, so you can only see, I guess, a 30-foot. Patch in front of you, so you see most of the lake to the northwest of you, and the water coming at you is coming from the west and bends north sharply at your beach.
If only we had an intact fishing pole.
Just a bit got chewed up.
It's a little chewed up.
And I think you said there were other exits, watery exits out of this chamber.
Yeah, there's a watery exit heading out the northeast.
Mm-hmm.
Next to it, north, looks like a 30-foot wide sandy beach. Next to the northwest, the river flows out of the lake, and you see there has a natural stone bridge across it, perpendicular to the flow of the water. And then the western outlet goes to a sandy beach, and then that would be to the southwest. The river flows back out. and goes around a bend.
Is there any evidence of like where maybe a small boat would have been run up on the sandbar areas surrounding the lake? Or
Yep, but there's no boat there.
yeah.
I mean, there doesn't appear to be a boat on any of the sandy beaches across from you, north of you.
Maybe we can wait, or I don't know, or keep exploring. Are there any signs of a fire on the where the boats went to the shore,
Nope,
like a camp or anything? Okay.
nope. Footprints coming and going to the water's edge. You can see where the boat may have been pulled up, like Varadel noticed.
Backtrack and go north.
Yeah, if other people clearly use a boat here, I'm hesitant to try to wade in.
Okay.
Does it seem deep, the water?
Yes. From the sandy bank, it appears to go down quickly, drop quickly. It may even be the outtake from the continuing river that went through Skystone River Place.
Yeah, all these underground
Because you're,
riverways, waterways.
I guess geographically it could work because that river was flowing north to south, and you're south of Skystone River Place.
And the looks like the river flows in from the northwest and flows out the southwest. Is that right?
It flows in from the south.
Okay.
The river coming in goes on a straight east course and then bends north into the lake area. And then
Gotcha.
just a little bit farther to the west, you can see the outlet. So the current is really strong right in front of there, but the lake itself is placid because the water doesn't cut it. The current doesn't cut it across.
Gotcha. And then there's that bridge that kind of crosses the river on the northwest side of the chamber.
Yep, and that river is not flowing much, but it's just a water channel. That cavern to that direction, and the one going north is watered, and then there's one in between with a sandy beach. The sandy beach, the bridge one outlet would be to the left of it, and the other outlet to the right of it.
Okay, so I think we're backtracking to the junction and going north.
The cavern widens and appears to be slightly worked to form a gallery of considerable length with a height well over 40 feet tall. Some of the smaller type of fungi grow here. There's some squeaking and fluttering from a few bats that are left in the cavern.
And you say the walls are worked? Are they worked with any kind of imagery or?
No, just more to kind of straighten it out and make it wider to form a gallery. There are some round indentations spaced along either wall of the gallery, about a dozen on each side. Going north.
Sure. Are those indentations like soft dishing in the wall, or is it like a little?
Yeah, it's like
Little-
a soft dishing in the wall, like that would fit a candle,
Okay.
but there's no candles there.
Any soot or marking on the wall where those candles would be, or like
Nope.
melted wax or anything? Nothing like it's
Mhm.
been used lately.
Nope. It looks like this area has some disturbance in the fungi, but it's not the footprints you're following. These are much bigger.
Oh, like Bader size.
They don't look like Bader tracks. They look more like humanoid tracks.
Okay. Are you guys good to still go north?
Yeah. Was one of the mouths talking for this particular corridor?
No, not in this corridor.
Okay. Yeah.
There is no talking mouse. There's just indentations.
Got it. Yeah. Check it out.
Okay.
In the darkness up ahead, there's like 3 ways out. One to the west, 2 to the north, and you hear, "I am hungry. What have you brought me?" Must be one of those horrid half-men that are rumored to live in the wilderness. Degenerate beings from far ago by sorcery and science. It's basically what they call any humanoid monster is a half.
Oh.
And that voice is coming from the west.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And you hear something lumbering towards you from the west.
I'll set out I'll set out a ration in the hall, maybe 10 feet down, and like step back and wait for this thing to show up. You guys good with this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna crank
Run.
up the heavy crossbow.
Heavy
Yeah,
crossbow.
I was gonna slide my hand down to a dagger as well, but
And there's a stench. You hear a snuffling and a sniffing, and I want fresh food.
It's fresh, fine cheeses.
I don't want cheeses. I want flesh. And coming into the gallery is a hideously deformed creature.
Mm.
Stands a good 8 feet tall.
Hmm.
Carries a huge shield and a shield of hide and wood.
Hmm.
You have come to ease my hunger.
Well, I guess we're give it every missile volley we can as it comes down the hallway
or
towards us.
like, what kind of flesh do you prefer? We'll go bring you some.
You are the flesh I prefer.
All right, throw dagger.
Oh,
Yeah,
throw in the dagger that I readied.
I let
Okay.
go. I let go of the heavy crossbow bolt.
okay, let your volleys of missiles. I'll let a missile fire go first.
Okay.
How far away is he?
20 feet.
All right, so normal.
I scored a 14 with my sling.
Its armor class is
Oh.
higher than that.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah,
easily blocks it with its big shield.
Oh boy, run away!
Yeah, I rolled a 5, a 6.
Yeah, I missed too.
believe it or not, it looks young. Doesn't look like a mature half man.
Like it has a childish face or features.
Its face is, yeah, it just kind of looks a little like Chunk. It looks like Chunk from Goonies, except 8 feet tall.
Right. Chunk was pretty big too.
What are you guys doing? Because we're rolling initiative now.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to cast a spell.
Okay.
It rolled a 1.
I'm a 5.
Let's put some distance. Heavy crossbow, it shoots every 2 rounds, right?
What happens every 2 rounds?
Does the heavy crossbow shoots every 2 rounds, or?
Let's check. What does...
Ooh. A light crossbow is once per 2 rounds. A heavy can be fired once per 3.
Okay. That's in the rules.
It is.
Okay, there you go.
That's fun. So yeah, requiring the user to spend 2 rounds doing nothing other than cocking and loading. Oh man.
Yep. It's a good weapon to use from the battlements. Or in volley, if you have a volley of like 8. You guys have initiative.
Is the
Oh, initiative.
running or fighting, you guys?
Running.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many other paths we could be exploring. We missed 3 times. He's got a giant shield that we saw like a crossbow bolt thunk into.
Yeah, we're running.
Is this the battle we want to pick? Yeah.
Which way? Run back to the main chamber?
Yeah.
Or run north into one of these other passageways?
I'd almost vote main chamber, and we could always, if he doesn't like follow us all the way back out that far, we could always kind of wind our way back.
Right.
Okay. So we're running for it, Jay. We're gonna run
for it. It's chasing after you, going hungry, hungry, and it chases you all the way till you get back to the entrance with the bas relief faces that you came into, and the cavern is narrows and you can't get through there.
Oh.
And he's like, I'm hungry, give me food, feed me flesh.
Okay.
And he's standing there trying to get through, breathing heavy.
So we just hang out here while Kree keeps taking
okay.
rounds for the crossbow.
If it stays there, I'm gonna try to shoot it another one into.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Okay, so it's in short range. I got another +1. It's 18 plus 2, 20. Yeah, that
Roll
hits.
D8 for damage.
D8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, just a 2.
It makes it angry and it withdraws. Bite. Biting food. I hate biting food. You did 8 hit points of damage, right? Yeah, that. He retreats back the way he came.
Okay, so
So we're back in the main chamber. There's an exit to the north where the mouth said, "Turn back. This is not the way."
Mm-hmm.
2 exits in the northwest. I don't think they said anything.
Yep. One of them, the
Um,
one that goes to the northwest, you can see doesn't go very far, and it's just a dead end.
Okay.
So eliminate the middle one.
Maybe the heads are bluffing. We should go down the one that says turn back.
Yeah, maybe it's trying to warn us off of some treasure or something. So we'll try the north, Jay.
Okay. You go 40 feet, and it splits in a Y. Northwest and northeast. The one to the northeast also branches off into a Y.
Any sound or scent coming from either direction?
Anyone have a better than 1 in 6 chance to hear things? I guess it's hear noise. If that's
Yeah.
No, I would be basic.
okay. You don't hear anything.
All right.
You say the ones to the north east split again into a Y?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say we go northwest.
Sure.
It goes northwest 10, 20, 30 feet, then bends to the west and then to the southwest over a distance of 30 feet and opens up into a small cave. There's a low mound of dung in the middle of the place, and there's this beetle that appears to be inspecting a corpse. A skeleton, not a corpse. And it's a beetle with like 6 tendrils that are around where its mouth would be. It has 2 big black sightless eyes, or I don't know if they're sightless, but they're just black. And then it has a hard black shell. And let's, I guess, roll for surprise. Group surprise. Or no, we should do it. We should do it individual. No, I can do a party. I'll do parties first. Okay. It is surprise. If you guys roll a 1 or a 2, you're surprised.
I got it. We are not. Oh, I threw a 5.
Okay. Yep. There's a big black beetle running its feelies over a skeleton.
Big beetle.
Mm-hmm. Like, but this big?
Oh, not ginormous, just large.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, large beetle.
We'll drive it off with our missile weapons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take some shots,
Roll
I
the
guess.
Yeah. Here's a sling.
14 or better to hit.
Alrighty. I threw a 1. I fumbled.
Oh yeah. Dex. How far away is it?
How far away is it? It is. 25 feet.
Oh,
I miss.
oh, come on.
Okay, it's aware of you all.
Yeah.
Roll initiative again. This is our first initiative round.
I'm a 4.
Yeah. Same.
Okay, you guys have initiative, it appears, over the beetle.
All right, I'll try another. Oh, and do we need to resolve my fumble?
Oh, you rolled a 1?
I did.
Oh, yes, we do need. Roll a 20.
Cock die. 14.
Okay, roll a percentile dice.
33.
Okay, you don't drop your weapon. What was your weapon?
My sling.
Oh, you're slinging. Okay. You managed to fumble it and wrap it around Zola Vardell. Sorry, not Zola. Kree's arm, and you screw up his shot. He can't do it. You guys get tangled up. Vardell?
All right. What am I doing?
Does it look like a human skeleton the beetle's crawling over, or something else?
It looks like it has some remnants. It looks humanoid.
I will grab like a ration and kind of like lob it near the beetle.
Are we feeding the monsters, all the monsters in these caves?
We're trying
Oh.
that trick. That doesn't seem to be
Like
bearing much fruit.
I'm trying to think. Like a beetle is kind of dumb. I don't know. Maybe it'll go for the food. That's my. While we take a second.
It springs at you. Well, how far away are you?
You call it at 25 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so it springs 10 feet and lands in front of you.
Okay. Does not take an interest in the food.
No, it takes an interest in you folks.
Okay.
Roll initiative again. That's what it did. It closed. You did a leap. Six. The Beatles get one. Ooh, Varadell's gonna say. Varadell, looks like it's wagging its little butt. It's getting ready to jump at you. Close the distance. Its little feelers are out like this.
Guess I'll hold my shield up and I'll throw one more dagger at it.
Roll to hit. 14 or better.
Nope. I'm running low on daggers now.
What's your AC?
14.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
It rolled a fumble.
Regular miss.
All right.
Another round of initiative.
Wait, or was that the round? Oh, that was the round they couldn't do anything?
Oh,
Is there
because
anything?
Do something. Sorry.
okay.
So it's right next to me now? It like leapt? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna charge it with my quarterstaff. Try to get between the beetle and Veridel. All right, a 10. I think you said its armor class was 7?
14.
14.
I'm reloading my crossbow.
Firing a heavy crossbow into melee.
Crank. Okay, another
New
round.
round.
Yep, new round.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Gabriel, do you
I'm
want to roll
reloading.
initiative?
Continuing cocking, so it's
Yeah.
simultaneous between Rourke and the beetle.
All right, I'll try to melee again, swinging with my quarterstaff. God damn it! I threw up another fumble.
Okay, if roll a d20, if it's 10 or greater, I got to roll a fumble. If not, it's just a plain miss.
It's 8. It's
So
not
you just
clean
missed.
miss.
Okay, so it attacks you. Hits
AC
on the class 12.
I'm AC 13.
Okay.
All right. I guess I will take a stab with my short sword this time.
Oh no, you're not the monster hunter.
Ooh, finally. All right. That's a 18 to hit.
Roll damage.
4.
Okay.
How much did you do, Veridel?
4.
4.
Okay.
Gabriel's next round.
Yep. So
No.
you've been cranking for 2 rounds, right, Creek?
Yeah. Yep.
So I think you can shoot this time.
Yep.
A
Roll a
brief
3.
reminder that shooting in the melee, if it's a miss, I think there's some risk of hitting us. Or I think it does just hit us.
Can take the
No, it
minus
doesn't just
4.
hit you. But it's attacking first, and it's attacking Veridel. It hits armor class 7.
That's a miss. Yeah, let's see. If you miss, then Jay decides if allies could be hit, and if yes, attack rolls are made until either one is hit or they all miss.
Good lord.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's no.
If you miss the target, I make to hit rolls against anybody else in melee. That's fun. So it leaps on your chest and jabs you with its like mouth tentacles for 4 points of damage.
Wait, it got 2 attacks?
No, just 1.
Oh, I thought you said it hit AC 7.
No, I said it hit a no, I said AC 17.
Oh, okay. Well, that is a hit then. So 4 damage?
Yep.
All right.
You rolled a 15 and I added 2 and got 17.
Sorry, I misheard.
Okay, it's all you folks.
Oh, so he's on Valla'Tair now.
Yep.
Oh, am I knocked prone?
Face, like it's trying to get to your mouth, ear, or nose.
So am I knocked over?
No.
Okay.
It's just on your chest right now, like this.
Okay.
Can I I'm gonna move to Vardell and like
Put it
stab
next to it.
like stab, like cut the thing from behind with a dagger.
Okay.
I'm cutting. I'm not stabbing. I don't want it to go through.
Yep.
This.
You're making your backstab attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a 7, and it's a +4, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's 11.
Miss.
Yep.
Paradel.
Yeah, I guess I will just try to jab upwards into it on its underside.
Like, hold it.
17 to hit.
Nice.
Roll damage.
5.
Ooh. Probably roll a morale check. Yep, it's in it to win it.
Of course it is.
I'm gonna try to grab it and throw it away.
Okay.
Throw it away from Veridel.
Oh, like the scene on Aliens where they throw
Oh,
things like shit.
I got a 8 with a +1 with my strength
Yep,
bonus.
can't
really. It's
another
can't
round.
get a firm hold of it. Mm-hmm.
Damn. Oh. No.
Jeez.
Okay, still attacking you.
Mhm.
16.
That's a
16
hit.
How do you feel about playing a half human? Stu? A hungry half human.
2 points of damage.
2.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
Oh boy.
Clinging to life.
So we
Down
have.
to 3.
So if he dies, we feed. Him.
Oh, we've got food then, yeah. And a friend.
We bring you food and join our
Oh,
party.
So Vark and Kree may attack.
All right. I'm just going for the attack now.
Okay, you're trying
Save our
to
friend.
snatch it away from him.
No, I'm just gonna try to
No,
fight it.
take it.
Okay.
Didn't work out that great. Yeah, I'm not doing so hot. I
Okay.
threw a 2.
it's not moving.
Trying
Just
to
hold your
slice it
crossbow up to the side, but not facing me.
If you want to stand still, it gets an automatic hit
right.
on you.
You should be still to that for me to do that. And yeah, that it's it's gonna get you. Okay. It's not a backstab anymore, right? Or it is?
No.
No, I fear that.
Oh, yeah.
No, 11. That's a miss.
Get it, Veridel. You're the only one that's been able to hit it.
Yeah, I was just trying to think. Is it advantageous, like instead of try to stab, like jump up and try to like slam on the ground, like with him on his back?
Or maybe like fighting withdraw or something. Try to get out of the combat.
No, the thing's on it.
Yeah. Scamper away.
Yeah, like picture maybe kind of jumping up and like kicking my feet out behind me and just trying to like flip forward and
Roll the hit.
squish him between me and the ground.
Mhm.
You have a shield, maybe you want to squish it under your shield.
Yeah, I do have one. That is a 10.
Mm.
You do that, and it jumps off you.
All right.
And you're on the ground. Initiative.
Okay.
This is the longest beetle fight ever.
Yeah, really. Killer beetles.
Yes.
Mm.
Kree, I'll let this PC go first. You can make your first. You can make attack first.
Shoot
I
it.
gotta lower my I drop the dagger and lower the heavy crossbow and shoot the thing.
Here, you can hit the broadside of a barn. You get a +1 for being close up.
Yes. That's a
It's a fast
Take it.
scooting son of a bitch. Okay, there's 3 of you. It attacks Veridel again. natural 20.
Oh,
Oh,
shield shall be sundered. No. Yes, maybe.
Okay, it's grabbed your head in 5 of its tentacles,
This is it.
and the 6th tentacle is jammed up your right ear. Okay.
Does he just go like rigid, or what happens?
Yeah, am I just dead?
Nope, it's sticking. You can feel its tendril crawling through your ear towards your brain. And that leaves
Rark and then
Rark.
Baradel. I'm gonna try to yank it off of him this time. Get that tentacle in his ear. That doesn't look good. Actually, I'm just gonna crush it with the staff. Try to like swing down on it.
oh,
Fuck.
I
At 3.
missed. I'm gonna hit
I
him.
missed.
Am I incapacitated?
Yeah,
Or-
you can try to save your life right now.
Stab or try to push off. Let's go with the stab. It did me right a couple times. It's at 18 to hit.
Right
Full
on.
damage.
Come on, kill this thing.
6.
You kill it.
Oh!
And you're able to pull it. Snap. Filament thing whatever jammed in your ear, searching for your brain.
Ugh.
That popping sound, like
I have these like just basic dice. I stopped using the black ones after the Narnell combat encounter.
Catastrophe.
Oh boy.
That's one tough beetle.
There's a sack of 102 silver pieces and 167 platinum pieces.
wow.
There's also 281 gold pieces. And there's 5 gems littering the floor.
Is there a common GP value for those gems, or what?
I'm going to randomly roll. I'm going to grab the first edition Dungeon Master's Guide.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to roll some gems randomly for
Cool.
value. Because I always like going old school.
Going to the source material.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's highly recommend. Always go to the source material. Treasure, random treasure.
5 platinum.
I don't think I looked here. That's right. I think it's near the front. I have to start tabbing this book.
Yeah, when you get out, when you don't. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to be able to flip to everything pretty quickly, right? Like.
Yeah. Now I'm going. I know it's near that picture where the guy is holding the black thing.
It's at the
Black
beginning.
pearl.
The black
It's
pearl.
page 20 something. It's just at the
Okay,
beginning.
it's right close to the front, right?
25.
25?
Yep.
There it is. Okay. Okay, first gem. Is worth 100 gold pieces. It's a fancy stone. The second one is worth 100 gold pieces. The third one is worth 10. Just kind of ornamental stuff. And the next one's worth 50. I think I covered them all. Was that 4 or 5?
Well, that was 4.
Ooh, one more row. Yeah, 58. 100 gold pieces. Some fancy stones, an ornamental stone. There's a tarnished belt buckle with a strange design. I'll post that later. And and it looks humanoid, but the skull is elongated and not a human skull.
Mm.
It has 6 fingers, not 5. And you notice that the platinum pieces are not stamped with a kingdom that you recognize.
Okay. But the silver and the gold are.
Yeah. The platinum has a spider web stamped on one side and a bloated spider on the other.
Oh, if only Zola had seen this and had the assassination contracts.
Mm.
So the cash you can divvy up for instant XP if you want to.
So the platinum is 10 to 1, is that right?
Look
Yep.
it up. 5 and well, sorry.
Well, I'll look at basic. Yep. Let's do the rules.
In the book, it said
It's 5.
Yeah, I said 5. So I put it in the Discord. I'll cross post to here. I counted the top that we've already allocated XP for.
Mm-hmm.
So this one, I got 1511 gold pieces across the 5 gems, the platinum, and the silver and the gold.
Okay.
So 503 XP per person. I guess times 10% if you're a human, which we all are. So 3.
Yep. And yep. And
Aaron,
Aaron, I've been using your method to keep track of your percentage for requirement.
Yeah, just take the whatever the next level is and knock 10% off of it.
Yep. Yeah.
I'll cross post this on the MeWe too.
How's that next level looking there, Cree?
like 300 away.
300 away?
Mm-hmm.
Getting there.
Yeah.
I can keep on going if you guys want. If any of you need to jet, this is our call time.
Yeah, I've got a tabletop miniatures game at 10 across town, so I gotta hit for that.
Oh, cool. What type?
We're doing hammer slammers and 15 millimeter. I'll send you guys some photos if you want to see them.